Hi friends, in this video we are going to see the Coursera Digital Signal Processing 2 filtering quiz solutions. Let's take the quiz. The first one, consider the following causal CCDE. Y of n plus 2y of n minus 1 is equal to 3x of n plus 2.5x of n minus 1. Which of the following statements are correct? Let's see the given CCDE equation, which is y of n plus 2y of n minus 1 is equal to 3x of n plus 2.5 x of n minus 1. Okay. This apply the Z transform and try to find the system function h of z, which is 3 plus 2.5 z inverse divided by 1 plus 2 z inverse. So this having the pole at z is equal to minus 2. Okay. Simply the pole is outside the unit circle, so the system is unstable. System is unstable. Okay, and see the pole is at z is equal to 2. And what are the options? The first one is if the input signal is del of n minus del of n plus 1, then the Z transform of the output would be, so that we need to find. It has two poles at minus 2 and minus 5 by 6. No, it having only one pole at minus 2. And its ROC contain the unit circle. No, its ROC is minus 2 outside the unit circle. The system is stable, so it is unstable. So we need to check the first one. So input is here the del of n minus del of n plus 1. Let us see h of z, which is y of z by x of z. Its value is 3 plus 2.5 z inverse divided by 1 plus 2 z inverse. So the output y of z is x of z into 3 plus 2.5 z inverse divided by 1 plus 2 z inverse. So the given input x of n is equal del of n minus del of n plus 1. Del of n minus del of n plus 1. So x of z is equal 1 minus z. Now substitute x of z in this y of z and find the y of z. So the y of z is equal, x of z is 1 minus z into h of z, that is 3 plus 2.5 z inverse divided by 1 plus 2 z inverse. So its result is minus 3z plus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2, nothing but 2.5 z power minus 1 whole divided by 1 plus 2 z inverse. Now see the first option, minus 3z plus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2 z inverse divided by 1 plus 2 z inverse. So the first one is right. Next, second question. Suppose that the ROC of the sequence is sequence x of n is RL is less than mod z is less than RU upper limit and the lower limit. Okay, what is the ROC of the complex conjugate of x of minus n? So it's if the time reversal is that is 1 by RU less than z less than 1 by RL. 1 by RU less than mod z less than 1 by RL. So consider an LTI system h of n whose transfer function ROC is RH. Consider a second LTI system g of n with ROC or g. Now consider the cascade. So once you connected the two systems in cascade, the ROC is intersection of these two. So it contains RG intersection RH. So fourth one, consider the following CCDE. Okay, y of n minus 1 by 2 y of n minus 1 is equal to 2x of n minus 5x of n minus 1 minus x of n minus 2. Let h of e power j omega denote the transfer function of this system. What is h of e power j pi? I'll see the fourth one. So the given CCD equation is y of n minus 1 by 2 y of n minus 1 is equal to x of n minus 5x of n minus 1 minus x of n minus 2. So you need to find h of e power j pi. So that is e power j pi is nothing but cos pi plus j sin pi, which value is minus 1. So you need to find h of minus 1 value. For that, key is in the given CCD equation, find the system function or the transfer function h of z. So it is, I'm directly writing the system function h of z is 2 minus 5z inverse minus z power minus 2 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2 z inverse. Okay, so we need h of minus 1. So in place, write h of z, h of minus 1. Okay, substitute z is equal to minus 1, nothing but 1 by z is also the minus 1 only. So it is 2 plus 5 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by 2. Its value is 6 divided by 3 by 2, which is 4. So the h of e power j pi value is simply 4. Next, the fifth one. Write some code in your preferred programming language that implements the following CCDE. Y of n plus 2 y of n minus 1 is equal to x of n plus 1 minus 1 by 2 x of n. Use y of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0 as initial conditions and run the algorithm x of n is equal to del of n plus 1 by 2 del of n minus 1. So since it is depends on the future values, have the oscillations around the zeros as n goes on. And see, so we need to give the conclusion about the stability. For that, see the CCD equation, y of n plus 2 y of n minus 1 is equal to x of n plus 1 minus 1 by 2 x of n. With this, h of z is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus z divided by 1 plus 2 z inverse. Again, the pole at z is equal to minus 2. So simply it is unstable. Okay, simply it is unstable. Yeah. So the first option is the stable, it is not the stable one. So the fourth option is right, and we need to check what is y of 4 and the y of 5. So for that, directly find the y of 0 from the equation. Y of 0 plus 2 y of minus 1 is equal to x of n plus 1. So given x of n is del of n plus 1 by 2 del of n minus 1. So x of n plus 1, so del of n plus 1 plus 1 by 2 del of n minus 1 by 2 x of n is, that is del of n minus 1 by 4 del of n minus 1. So you will get the y of 0 value 0. Similarly, y of 1 value is minus 1 by 4, y of 2 value is 1 by 2, y of 3 value is minus 1, y of 4 value is 2, and y of 5 value is minus 4. So y of 4 is 2 and y of 5 is, out of the 5, the 3 options are correct. Now, a filter h of z has the following pole zero plot, having the 3 zeros and the 3 poles. Which of the following figure shows the magnitude response of the filter? Assume an implementation where the internal clock is Ts is equal to 1 second. So the frequency axis is labeled in Hz, and 1 Hz corresponding to the digital frequency of omega is equal to 1 radians. Okay, so you see here, given the pole zero plot, so here we have the 3 poles and the 3 zeros. So let us say this is the frequency omega. Okay, at this point I want to calculate the magnitude response. Let us omega 1. So which we need h of e power j omega 1. Okay, that is nothing but, so the distance from the zeros to this frequency. Let us say this is a 0 1, this is 0 2, and this is the third 0 0 3. Similarly, this is the first pole P1, P2, and P3. So distance from the first zeros to this frequency, let us say LZ1. So second to this frequency, let us say it is LZ2, and the third one is, it is LZ3. So this is nothing but LZ1 into LZ2 into LZ3 divided by, similarly, the same thing, the distance from the poles to this frequency. Okay, so this point I'm representing the frequency is omega. Now this is, let us say this is P1, this is LP2, and this is LP3 divided by LP1 into LP2 into LP3. Now see here, the 3 zeros are on the unit circle. So definitely at these 3 points, at these 3 points, the distance from that particular 0 to that frequency is 0. So the numerator is 0 means complete the magnitude is 0. Okay, at z is equal to z1, z is equal to z2, and z is equal to z3. In these 3 cases, definitely the magnitude response is 0. Now observe the figure. With this concept, I am trying to identify which is the magnitude response of the given pole zero plot. So your magnitude response must be 0 at the 3 places. One is at the 0, and the second is, one is a positive frequency, second is a negative frequency. Okay, 0 to pi in this direction. This is 0 to pi, and this is 0 to minus pi. Okay, now see, now the first one, the magnitude response is 0 at 0, and it is 0 at the positive and obviously the negative. So the first one is right. So no other magnitude response satisfying these conditions. Let's see, second one is not equal to 0 at the 0, and third one is only at 0. The remaining, the magnitude response is not equal to 0 anywhere. Okay, so the first one is the correct option. Next one, seventh one. Let h of n represent the impulse response of the following system. So here have the system which is in the diagram form 1. Select the correct statement about the poles and zeros. So for that, okay, this is here given the system which is in the D1 form. So with this I am trying to write the CCD equation, the y of n is equal. Okay, so all this feed forward pass in the numerator, simply the numerator terms, that is x of n, this part is x of n plus 1 by 4 x of n minus 1. Okay, these two related input, and the feedback paths are plus 5 5 by 4 y of n minus 1 plus 3 by 8 y of n minus 2. So a system function h of z 1 plus 1 by 4 z inverse divided by 1 minus 5 by 4 z inverse minus 3 by 8 z power minus 2. So to have the two poles, as the two poles at z1 is 3 by 2 and the second one is 1 by 4, and there is a one pole, sorry, there is 1 0 at z is equal to minus 1 by 4. Now see the options. We have the three poles. One is at the 3 by 2, second is 1 by 4, and 1 0 at minus 1 by 4. Now it has 1 0 at z is equal to 3 by 2 and one pole at z is equal to 5 by 6. There is no pole at 5 by 6. It has one pole at z1 is equal to 3 by 2. So this is right. We have one pole at 3 by 2, and it has a 1 0 at minus 3 by 4. No, 0 at minus 1 by 4. H of z has 1 0 at 1 by 4. No, minus 1 by 4, and the poles are also wrong. And h of z has two zeros. No, having only the 1 0. So only one option is correct. Next, eighth one. The following bit of Python code implements a discrete time filter. Assume x of n and y of n are suitably defined arrays. Okay, here the 6 lines of code they given. What is the minimum number of delay necessary to implement this filter efficiently? Okay. Now, initially the f and g are 0 for n in range 0 to l minus 1. Y of n is equal to x of n plus f. Then g is equal to minus f, then f is equal to minus x of n plus 0.5 into y of n. Okay, let's see the function in the for loop or the given. So the given is y of n is equal to x of n plus f. Initially f and the g both are 0 the given. The next g is equal to minus f. Next f is equal to minus x of n plus 0.5 y of n plus g. Okay, let's take the at n is equal to 0, which is y of 0 is equal to x of 0, f value 0. Okay, so g is equal to 0, then f is nothing but minus x of 0 plus 0.5 y of 0 plus g is 0. Okay, this is the f and g values for the first iteration. Clear? Now, see, you can rewrite the f value as y of 0 is nothing but x of 0 only, or you can rewrite in terms that we'll see. At n is equal to 1, that is y of 1 is equal to x of 1 plus f. F is nothing but here minus x of 0 plus 0.5 y of 0. Okay, now g value is minus f, so it is x of 0 minus 1 by 2 y of 0. Okay, now f new f value is minus x of 1 plus 0.5 y of 1 plus x of 0 minus 1 by 2 y of 0. Clear? Now see the at n is equal to 2 in the third case, y of 2 is equal to x of 2 plus f. Okay, now see here, this whole part x of 0, x of 1 minus x of 0 plus 0.5 y of 0. So minus x of 1 plus x of 0 minus 1 by 2 y of 0. This I am writing as 0.5 y of 1 minus y of 1, okay, which is nothing but minus 0.5 y of 1. Now see here the f value is minus 0.5 y of 1. Now see when you are finding the y of 0, so there is no need of anything. Y of 1, okay, this part is nothing but simply these two combinedly you can write as a minus 0.5 of y of 0. So it depends on only the previous samples. So when you are finding the y of 2, it depends on only the y of 1. So there is a need of only one delay. Okay. Next one, which of the following statement describe the systems in this figure? So here we have the system in the direct form 2, which having the 2 delays, simply the second order. The system function is the system function h of z is 1 plus z power minus 2 divided by 1 plus 0.95 square z power minus 2. So simply this is a noise removal filter. The cutoff frequency is pi by 2, hum removal, which is nothing but the low frequency bursts. Generally that is caused because of lack of electrical grounds. Okay. System is a hum removal filter. Omega naught is equal to pi by 2. We'll see. Thank you. Thank you for watching.